Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, here we go again. You literally can't make this stuff up, or that's probably what I would have said if it wasn't so common. I've pretty much made this exact video just covering a different event at least 5 or 6 times at this point. We've done it with a city council member, the governor of California, multiple journalists from CNN and other networks. It's either politicians speaking to the media or addressing the crime issue in California, or journalists themselves running a piece on crime, simply existing in places like Oakland and others, getting robbed or assaulted while out on the streets addressing or reporting the issue of crime in the area. It happens once again. A California councilman goes out onto the streets speaking to shop owners about crime and ends up getting robbed. It's absolutely unbelievable that this is a trend that we consistently see happen, but of course this is the state of the world in these Democrat S-holes, let's call them. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so pretty much the headline says it all. California councilman robbed while speaking to shop owners about crime. Emeryville council member Kallima Pryforce found his wallet and keys had been stolen from his bike bag at Bay Street Mall. A lot of stores that can't afford private guards need panic buttons, a direct line to police, so they don't have to actually pick up the phone and call police to dispatch, he said before realizing that he had been robbed, according to a report by Fox News.
While he was at Bay Street Mall, Kallima himself needed to call police when he discovered his wallet and keys had been stolen from his bike bag.
Thing is that they're not going to get much from it. Well, I am on a politician's budget, but no, it's just everything's digital now. The criminals will adapt, and we have to adapt with them.
He said he plans to help arrange a town hall with District Attorney Pamela Price in light of Sunday's events.
I don't know about you guys, but there's something about this guy's tone and his demeanor that further convinces me nothing's gonna happen. These people simply don't get it. Even when the crisis hits them in the face, they still don't get the severity of the issue. We have to adapt with these criminals. We're gonna call a council meeting. And do what exactly? You can't cure a problem if you can't diagnose it. It almost feels as though Democrats are okay with living in a society that simply accepts rampant crime. No, you don't need to adapt with criminals. You need to freaking enforce the law. You need to get serious, not giggle and laugh and crack lame jokes, because yeah, maybe in this instance where they stole your keys and your wallet and you have no cash, you might not be negatively impacted, but the small business owners, the local community, and the local economy certainly are being impacted. You know, what's it going to take for these Democrats to not only take the issue seriously, but to take at least a little bit of responsibility and pivot? You know, that's what concerned California residents are asking for and looking for, a pivot, an acceptance that what is currently going on is a result of Democrat policy, is their fault, and to change the strategy. But of course, you know that's never going to happen. I mean, just going to this far left, equity progressive Democrat councilman's Twitter account, you see that there is zero accountability. I clicked on his first available vlog style video, and instantly my point is proven.
All right, so let's get to our young people. Our young people were failed during the pandemic. There is currently a lawsuit happening right now. There's a court case happening right now dealing with this issue, how we as a state failed our young people during the pandemic. We just weren't prepared. When we say time now for public comment, is there anyone who would like to make a public comment? No one is there. No one says anything. Because our young people do need to be held accountable. We shouldn't just excuse it away because of how we failed them, and we did.
California failed students during the pandemic. Yeah, you think? But the problem is, as per usual, there's no accountability. California didn't fail students. Democrats failed students. You failed students. Not because you didn't have any experience and it was uncharted territory. A lot of people were warning you that your policies were absolutely tragic and affecting the development of children in an extremely negative way, yet you Democrats persisted for 2 years straight, maybe even longer, with the exact same nonsense. And the craziest part of all, now we're hearing talks that you basically want to repeat the exact same thing going into the next election cycle. Absolute lunacy. No wonder nothing gets done because of these incompetent Democrat politicians who cannot take accountability for their actions, or in many cases, their lack of action. Everything's a joke. They're fundamentally unserious about solving important problems with serious negative consequences and impacts for the residents of their state. Oh, well, you know, crime crime just happens, it's rampant, not a big deal. I'm poor anyways, there's not much to steal in the first place. If you're not hearing that from a Democrat politician's mouth, then you're hearing they're simply crimes of subsistence. We heard that one not too long ago. Very similar to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, infamous, they're just stealing bread to feed their families moment.
And so they go out and they need to feed their child and they don't have money. So you maybe they're put in a position where they feel like they either need to shoplift some bread or go hungry that night.
Yeah, just stealing bread. According to AOC, people looting stores are just taking bread to feed their children.
This is spring, I got over 4 keys.
Is that a chef? Yeah.
How did they even get that?
Right, they're just stealing power tools from Home Depot, probably to slice up their loaves of bread. Those power tools definitely aren't ending up on the street, being sold on the black market in open street markets in California, where again the cops do absolutely freaking nothing. I don't know about you guys, but I am done with the Democrat idiocy. These people with their woke new ideas will never fix a single problem. All they do is cause problems. And the way they talk about it in such nonchalant manner is frankly sickening. You know, it's as if they aren't paying attention to what's going on, the actual devastation, the tragedy. Stories like this one are becoming a regular occurrence.
I just want my dad awake, but I want justice.
The family of Johannes Tewelde is in shock that he's in a coma at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital. They say he suffered a brain injury while trying to stop a theft suspect who attacked him while he was working at a neighborhood market. His daughter tells me he's undergone 2 surgeries, but has not regained consciousness.
It's not just stealing a loaf of bread or stealing a candy bar. People are literally dying. People are being assaulted. People's businesses are collapsing. Entire neighborhoods are falling apart. We're seeing breeding grounds for organized crime, gangs, and lawlessness, which obviously down the line is going to be devastating. It's going to keep getting worse, in other words. Overly educated social study major activists are simply not the people who should be in charge when it comes to policy relating to gangs, crimes, and substance abuse. I know they study the stuff and they have all of these new, supposedly revolutionary ideas. They think they're experts, they think they know everything, but the proof is in the frickin' pudding. These people are simply not equipped to handle these issues. It happens again. Another councilman hits the street to investigate the crime issue, and he gets frickin' robbed. And of course, no lessons were learned. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. You know, we'd love to have you here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.